Good morning, good afternoon, and evening to you wonderful human beings, people, armies. It is wonderful to be speaking to you guys again. Um, I think that's better than any of the other intros I've done. I think. I don't know. um, it's been a little bit since our last episode, and
Yeah.
honestly, we intended to have a guest this time, but we had to push back due to some work commitments
Yes.
for that person. So they will be on the next episode.
Yes.
Oh,
So please stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one.
please, please. But we wanted to take a moment to say that it has been a year since our first episode. It's been a year since we started our show.
Woo!
And I want to take a moment just to say how grateful we are
Mm-hmm.
to anybody who has supported us and the show and really enjoys and watches, even though it's a bit inconsistent
Yeah.
and we may not have a crazy amount of episodes. We will, work on that and you know work on our ideas to expand the show the best of our capabilities and
Mm-hmm.
work on as many ideas as we can. But, you know, sometimes life happens and we can't always put out an episode as much as we want to, but we will work on it.
Yes.
We do enjoy the content that we are able to put out, and we hope to get more armies on here to continue to talk to you guys.
Yes. 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 Yes.
But we'll just take a moment just to like reflect and say what we've learned from the show and say, our piece and how grateful we are to have
Yeah.
started. Um, I am very grateful that we started the show. I met a great friend. I got to meet Denise and all this.
Hee hee.
And, because, like, literally just randomly took a shot in the dark and messaged somebody. Like, I didn't know Denise before I started the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like messaged a complete like random army and was like, hey, like I want to do like this podcast. She's like, do it with me. And she said, yeah. Like she had no clue who I was and was just like, she would just like to do it with me. And we began a friendship and also began a show
Mm-hmm.
together.
Exactly.
And honestly, it's been great.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that too. When Simone brought me the idea of the podcast, I was like, oh, let's go. Because even with timing, the timing was perfect because I was getting a lot of like really needed setups for my workspace. So I'm like, oh, this would actually be perfect, honestly. And plus, considering the fact that I've listened to so many podcasts, and I'm like, one day I want to do one, cause why not? And then timing worked perfectly in its favor, and I've gained such a great, great, great friendship with Simone, and that's something I'm forever grateful for. And as well too was just meeting new people as well through the podcast and getting to hear their outlook and just hearing about their journey and themselves too really made me realize I'm like, wow, there's still a lot of good people in this world and a lot of a lot of inspiration, and I'm just forever grateful for all the guests that we've had on the show so far, and they're amazing people as well. And I've gained a good bit of friendships with most of them as well, and of course your guys' support too. Hello, um, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. So big, 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 big thank you, and I love you. Um, your guys' comments and everything just means the world to me, everything like that. And just, I'm very, very excited for what this is going to grow, not only just for the podcast, but for Simone and I individually as well. And so this podcast has helped me a lot in different aspects of my life. And I'm really, really, really grateful and just blessed for that, genuinely, because I know for sure that I'm definitely not the same person as I was even like during the process of starting this and everything like that. And so seeing so much change with that in within a year, and that's something I'm forever grateful for. Forever grateful for Simone. Forever grateful of this podcast and all of our guests and those who have been following our Twitters and keeping up with us through there, and just seeing your love and support and everything like that. It truly means the world. So thank you. I'm gonna stop getting hella sappy because shit.
Right.
Waterworks is gonna come down.
It's like this has been honestly wonderful, and you guys are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
No matter how small or big the audience is, we are honestly just really grateful, and we just hope to keep growing.
Absolutely.
Hope to keep growing. We can be an absolute mess on this show.
No, for real.
No doubt. Like, be super chill one moment, and next, I still remember we were talking about Hobie Palooza, and we're absolutely losing our minds on here.
Not for real.
it was wonderful. Like, if y'all want to go back to that episode, I believe it was the last one or the one before that.
Please do. It's chef's kiss. But we really just want to thank y'all.
Yeah, like, I think you guys are amazing, and can't wait to have more and more shows.
Yes.
More and more. Until we've reached as many armies that want to talk to us as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, just a moment. My mom poked her head in the room.
But we're forever grateful for your guys' love and support. Your endless love and support. It truly means the world. And I'm very excited for what's to come, because we've had some talks up in our sleeve, so we're not revealing them yet, obviously, but once we do reveal them, we can't wait. It's gonna be great, and I'm very excited for this next year and what this podcast has in store, and just very, very excited for just continuous growth. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, we have just ideas that we want to build upon, and hopefully this next idea will be something that we can really flourish on, because it's something that we both love to do, and it's something that Denise is especially great at. So I feel like it'll be something very promising, and I hope that we can also build that as well.
Yes, exactly.
So no one starts crying because we get too sappy.
No, for real.
If we reflect too hard, we'll be at episode 1. We'll be talking about our army journeys all over again. And
no, for real.
We don't need that again. If y'all want the journeys again, just go back to episode 1.
Yeah.
Don't make us repeat it, because y'all will hear us crying again. No. But we can continue.
Yes.
To a show.
Yes. We have 2 topics today, because this episode's gonna be a little bit of a shorter one. So
Yeah, cause y'all been quiet.
yeah,
Y'all been real quiet.
yeah, it's
I
been hell.
mean, it's still messy. It's
Yeah,
real messy, but y'all just been kind of quiet. But also, the both of us have just not been really like on social media a lot over
yeah,
the past few weeks.
yeah,
So it's hard to pick up on anything to talk about. Like this show isn't like like a drama show or anything like that. But we try to like find great things to talk about,
yeah,
and also like give a positive spin on it if possible, or
yeah,
just talk it out to find the root of the problem.
yeah.
But yeah, there just isn't a crazy amount of things to talk about because I'm really not trying to talk about the South Korean government because that is way outside my realm of what I don't even like talking about our government.
Ooh,
Our
let's
government is
not talk
trash.
about
I'm
our
so
government
sorry.
either, because goodness gracious. Um,
It's too complicated to be talking about because I understand, but I also don't understand. So we just gonna leave that alone.
yes, absolutely.
But
The first thing
yes.
that we wanted to talk about, um, I'm not much well in thought about this topic in particular. So if you just hear Simone talk most of it, it's because I'm still kind of getting the grasp of everything that happened. But radio hosts and journalists, and when it comes to interacting with Army,
I mean,
oof, goodness
I
gracious.
don't know if y'all can hear people like hammering my mic or not. I hope you can't. But people decided that they want to do construction upstairs as of the last week. So,
Disrespectful.
um, but yeah, I don't know if a lot of you were watching or looking on the timelines, or y'all just got squeaky clean timelines, which bless you if you do.
No, for real though.
Mine is depending on the topic. Sometimes I don't see anything. Sometimes I see something. Um, but we had radio hosts that were arguing with armies um, about the song Left and Right.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, they really are doing this right now.
Damn, they said fuck. We're gonna do this shit right now.
You hear that?
The nerve. Rude.
Oh my god, okay. I'm so sorry if I can hear that through the mic. I can't control it, but like the next step is to go like into the bathroom. But I really don't want to do that.
Right.
Um, but yeah, like the radio hosts were talking about armies were pretty much sending in a bunch of requests for the same song. At the time, like people were requesting left and right a lot. Thing is, I get why armies do that a lot because BTS are very much not heard on the radio. Their radio spins are very low.
Mm-hmm.
It is like their music is relied heavily on purchasing music on our purchases, which is why people tend to call it inorganic. But people fail to realize that artists get paid more when people buy their music and get paid less when you stream it.
Yep.
I remember someone explained that I can't remember which artist explained it. I don't think it was it Jasmine Sullivan? I can't remember who explained it. But an artist in the industry sat down and pulled up the numbers and said, "Well, you stream music, that's great, but you get paid like few cents on the dollar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid like very little when the music is streamed, but when you buy it, you get paid more money, especially when you are a part of the production of the music."
Right.
Um, but we were like, armies tend to put more money into buying the music, but when it is time for radio stations to be like, hey, it's time for, like Power Hour or whatever, what song do you want to hear? Armies are like right there.
Mm-hmm.
They always tend to sometimes choose somebody else. It's like, what the hell? Because we were all over it for bad decisions, left and right. But even for Yet to Come, we always try to go hard for them because we know that no matter who we do a song with or by ourselves, we gotta pick it up.
Yep.
We gotta pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
But a clip was shown from a radio station that was like, oh, we had to clean out our song requests because armies were sending in too many song requests. Like they had to clean out their requests, and basically like because they were like, we had to get rid of all these requests. Like you guys can't do all that. And then he proceeded to call armies nerds. One of the hosts called armies a bunch of nerds. And then he got online and said, "You guys need to quit doing this. Technically, we don't decide who gets to get played on the radio, but also you guys are extremely annoying." And I was like, dude, there was a better way to say that. I understand if you, as the person who like talks on the radio, doesn't fully get to choose who gets their song played, but to sit here and one call people a bunch of nerds and to call them annoying, not cool.
Yeah, no.
We didn't do anything except request music to a radio show when you proceeded to say, request music, please.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sitting here with a band, a minority band at that, who having a hard time getting radio play because they are a part of a company that won't stoop to the level of paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a very talented band, and they shouldn't have to fork over thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their song played on the radio when it is in fact a popular song. It's got millions of streams with no airplay. Tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah.
People obviously want to hear it. Y'all don't want to play it. Then it's, oh, armies are annoying. How are we annoying for supporting our group?
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit here and play everybody else or play these problematic artists and shit. Nah, that's not how this should work.
Nope.
If we're requesting the song, we should get the song played. I don't care if it's gotta be played every single hour.
Mm-hmm.
If we win the vote, we win the vote.
Yep.
But he decided that he wanted to call armies annoying and a bunch of nerds. Then he backtracked after deleting his Twitter, went on his Instagram, and said, "Oh, well, nerds is something that I just regularly say, and it's not meant to be taken as an insult. Have played BTS before, and no hate to them, nor any hate to you guys. And also, I didn't know about their past before, and da 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 da." And he backtracked hard because people pressed him after they just followed some simple instructions. And honestly, they should because this fandom has done nothing but look out for their own.
Yep.
Nobody did nothing wrong. Ain't nobody, and people always want to pull out the, oh, they sent me death threats card. Anybody do all that? Some of y'all be sitting here looking at these trolls with the, with the at that says, at army 526077076. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a BTS fan right there. Like, give me a break.
Oh, child, that calling a fandom nerds. What are we? Are we in like middle high school? Like, I don't understand. It's absolutely hysterical. Because last time, because last time I heard somebody calling me like a nerd was way back in the day. When way back then, it was more than something else if you were called that at all. Like, I don't get it. Now I'm just like, okay, what about it? I'm a nerd, so fucking what? Like, do you want a gold star? I just don't get it. And you're a radio host too. You know damn well you should be on your best behavior. You know damn well you should be, regardless. And the whole backtracking thing too is just even funnier, honestly. It's like, yeah, you may have played them once, who knows? But that doesn't change the fact of what you said.
Right.
Like, we're supposed to accept that pity poor whatever you were trying to do. It's not working. It's not working. Like, do better. Word your shit better. Yeah. I just don't get it. I really don't. And that's another reason why I don't listen to radio either. I really don't. Because like I could just go on a whole rant about me just not even listening to the radio because I even stopped in like high school. Like that's how it's just repetitive shit constantly.
Right. Every time, like, it's always a thing to bring down fandom that you think can't handle you. Like the band that's somewhat vulnerable because y'all just don't want to understand them.
Yeah, that part.
That's what all these journalists do. That's what all these radio hosts do. Y'all don't ever. Most of them have never talked to BTS. Never sat in on a press conference, or have sat in once and then get denied access.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And y'all get so mad because some of these people are like, oh, well, BTS will never understand social justice and never want to speak on things that actually matter. Da, 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 da. Until you can tell that they do not know who they are, what
Yep.
they stand for,
Yep.
or care to want to understand them in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And so they also know that they don't understand this fan base either.
Yep.
Should this, like, every fan base has people who act the hell up.
Yep.
Should anybody be sending death threats to anybody? No. Should anybody be, talking in certain ways that they should not? No. I'll be the first one to say that, and I don't stand up for the people who do that in this fandom.
Mm-mm.
But every fandom has those people, and if you gonna come for armies and screenshot that and walk sideways and post that for a hit tweet, by golly me, you better be calling everybody in your fandom who be doing the same exact thing, because not one K-pop fandom has a peaceful fandom, and even
Yep.
these new groups,
Yep.
4chan, but y'all got some nasty people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even remember, I can't pronounce the group's name, but the girl who got involved in that, it's like we're literally going off topic, but I gotta speak on it because this involves media,
Mm-hmm.
and it really tells how media can be the downfall, and journalists do not know how to shush.
Right.
People can speak so fast, and things get carried away very easily. But I can't remember. It's one of the Hive girl groups. I think they might be the only one. I don't remember, but I can't pronounce the name. Because it's very complicated to me. But the girl had a bullying scandal.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That that fandom turned on her like a light switch.
I remember.
Did
Yep.
not matter whether she was innocent nor guilty. She was just guilty immediately. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't a fan of that group. I didn't have time to become a fan of that group. I was just an outsider looking in.
Mm-hmm.
That girl, oh, she got tore the hell up.
Yeah.
Tore the hell, and she was like what, 16?
Yeah. Still in high school. Yeah.
She was a high school child, and they tore her the hell up. Fans, journal, whoever could get their hands on her, tore her the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
Just to find out that the girl ain't even do it. Come to find out, she ain't even do it.
Damn.
Because eventually, they eventually people were like, oh, apparently, like she did not do it. That, from what I'm reading on social media, I'm not here to confirm nor deny nothing. I'm just going about what I saw the situation. Now there are a lot of people who just can't forget the situation and still blame her for what happened. So a lot of people just still hate her.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she didn't do it. She was still kicked from the group. Her career is ruined fully.
Yep.
She probably will never have a K-pop career again.
Basically.
And the media played a huge part in that. And that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
But the media has played a huge part. And fandoms in the media have played a huge part in a lot of stuff that has gone on over the years with these K-pop groups.
Oh yeah.
And people just will not forgive nor forget.
Nope.
It won't. And some things probably shouldn't be forgotten, because there are some things that I learned from some of these K-pop groups that I had no idea that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, dang, like that's just insane. And excuse me. Let me just throw in something real quick as a side note, a side subject, because everyone tends to have these racism conversations in K-pop, and as soon as we have these conversations, the main topic is Namjoon.
I noticed that. Yeah.
He is the main person that comes up in every time, and the hair. And then at one point in time, he said a word that he should not have said because he more than likely did not know the meaning of it. I think he said it during a song. Now, let me just say that this was going on damn near a decade ago. If he's ever had a hairstyle like that,
nope.
He's remotely even. Like people were cheering for the fact that the boy said "damn."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all drag him into everything. But let me just say, y'all are so focused on the things that he's done in the past to the point where y'all get to hold people accountable today. Like, the song, there was a group that did a cover to the song that.
Oh. shit.
I think their name was TO1.
Yep.
And I believe the guy's name was Chan or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me set the scene. Chan's still there. Ah ha ha.
Oh, the trauma.
He decided that he was gonna come up in his little jean out, like his little jean outfit or whatever. Okay. As Yuki's part comes up, he decides to yell out, "Ah, nega," like hey you. Whips off his hat and he's wearing a do rag. I was sick. I was like, no, sir, what is under that do rag? Because it ain't waves.
Definitely not.
When he took off that do rag later, there was nothing regular hair. It was just sticking up from sweat. I was like, now, sir, what was the do rag for? Come to find out, that was not the first time he has worn a do rag. Oh no. Not the first time he's worn do rags. Men's has worn locks before, owns himself some gold teeth, and he has defended it too and says there's nothing wrong with this. Of course.
Not like it's a style that he really likes. Like, we shouldn't be surprised, but here we are.
There are certain people stuff like this. I remember seeing a K rapper who had a music video with other K rappers who were just dressed in gold teeth, fake, everything, the works. I think someone had dark skin, and it completely baffled the at me.
Yeah.
And the fact it was only been a couple years ago. Y'all need to stop having these conversations if y'all only gonna hate on one person just because you want to hate on the most popular one.
Mm-hmm.
It's really given. I don't give a damn about racism. I just want to find reasons to dislike Namjoon.
T-spill.
If you don't actually give a damn about black people, black culture, all that other stuff, don't speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
That man, like Namjoon's a very talented, smart, credible individual. He is probably, like, out of all the racist people that you will probably ever see in your life, he's not one of them.
Mm-mm. Nope.
But you got some of these K-pop idols and rappers out here who genuinely sit here and defend the crap that they do. Do not apologize and do it again after. Some even apologize and continue to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So please keep that in mind the next time you want to drag him into some shit that you have no business dragging him into. Especially when he's done nothing wrong and he's minding his business, picking out his next plant for his apartment.
No, for real, though. No, for real.
Hey, we're going to leave that conversation there and move on to the next topic because
yes.
Some of y'all just genuinely do not care. Y'all going to leave this man alone.
Mm-hmm.
To leave this man alone.
The next topic. When it comes to New Army and how they're getting their info.
Mm-hmm.
I learned it very quickly when I was getting into BTS. Where to get my information from, who to trust, who not to trust, etc., etc. There has been some where at one point, of course, I've unlearned certain things and, try to learn from the right people and everything like that and not display, anything on the wrong side. If that makes any sort of sense. So, like, if you see some newer army that don't really know because, they're just getting into BTS, don't be afraid to send them links and be like, yeah, yo, these are the credible sources that you want to look into while you're getting into them and what they do, everything like that, vice versa. You know, it doesn't hurt instead of like, giving them shit for it, It's one thing like if they didn't know and it's like, oh shit, thank you for letting me know. But if they're just going through that and seeing no wrong, then that's another thing. But y'all need to be careful with your sources and what's credible and what's not. Because there has been a lot of shit that I'm just like, I don't believe I'm not gonna. Nah. Let me not. Cause no.
Exactly. Like, genuinely want to discuss this because it's great to see people joining in and loving on BTS, especially as someone who joined. I'm in my 2 years. My 2 year anniversary is coming up next month, so it's wonderful seeing more people join in just like I did. But you genuinely have to be careful who you talk to when you first get in here.
Yeah.
Because you end up talking to a solo. Next thing you know, it's, oh, this company doesn't care about them.
Yep.
Oh, this company treats them so awful. Oh, this company doesn't let so and so release their solo album and keeps them in a basement. The hell? It's like, it's so weird hearing stuff like that and then watching a video about an introduction to all of them and then seeing how well they work together, how much they love each other and treat each other like family for the last almost 10 or so years, depending on when they joined.
Right.
It's like, you have to understand that Rapline has released music earlier because for them it's easier and they may write faster. They may feel better about their music and put it out earlier. That's them. The singers of the group may not be ready, just haven't been ready.
Or they just want to take their time with their stuff and make sure like this is what they really want to go for. Because some people fail to realize that it's not that simple. The entire process is not that simple whatsoever. You go through a lot of ups and downs. You go through so many drops, and then you go through those again. And if those aren't it, you go through this cycle all over again. It's an entire process that takes months, maybe even a year or two, depending. It really depends on the person and how they go about their process.
Right. Like, everyone's doing it. Like, they've been able to release singles, but those singles may not necessarily be something that they want to put on an album.
Right.
Or a mixtape. Like, or like a personal album or a mixtape. You know what I mean? Because Jimin loved Filter enough to put on Map of the Soul 7. That was right album, yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting here I'm like, let me name that correctly, because if I put that song on the wrong album, shit, so help me. Jimin may have loved that song enough to put it on a BTS album, but it may not have fit into what he personally wanted to put on another album of his.
Right.
Or Jin released Abyss. Abyss may may have matched his mood at the time, but it may not go on a personal album of his. You know what I mean? Like, it all depends on what they're trying to write, whether it matches the mood of the album and what they're doing. Like, Ego could not have gone on Jack in the Box. Like, y'all really have to understand that what they do personally has to fit on what they're going for.
Yep.
Like, just all depends. Some of the stuff takes years because their moods, the lyrics, it'll change over time and how they want to write. The lyricism of how Namjoon's brain may work is different from how Jimin's brain works.
Right.
Very different. But that doesn't mean that they don't ever want to put out music or they're being held back from putting it out. It just means that they're taking their time in different ways.
Exactly. And it's just
when it
like,
finally does come out, it's going to be incredible.
Exactly. Like, the one thing I wasn't really the greatest happy about was when people kept pressuring Tae to release his mixtape. I'm like, if it's not ready, it's not fucking ready yet. We'll be here waiting until, the day it actually comes out. Like, don't rush their process. Hello? Like, what the fuck? But just certain things, like, I remember when I first got in, I saw some tweets, and luckily, like, they filtered out very shortly on my end, on my Twitter. It was about, like, with Jin, and, like, getting less lines and stuff like that, and everything like that. And I saw quite a bit of Jin stans, just solo Jin stans. And so I had to learn very quickly. It's like, yeah, those, they're not ARMY. They're just solos.
Right.
And so I had to really curate my timeline to make sure that I don't have any solos of any sort following me or seeing their content or anything like that, because their intentions and everything like that. And so you really have to be cautious with the people that you follow and everything like that, because people have been showing their true ass colors. So it's just like, you really have to be very, very careful.
Very careful. Yeah. Like, when you learn, like, you become an ARMY, it is best to ask for recommendations.
Yes.
But also to see when people became ARMYs. Don't just ask just anybody, but ask people who have been here for quite some time, or people who really know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
And when you go on YouTube, you can look through music videos, start from the beginning, or, you just, just start from the beginning. Start with No More Dreams. Go from there. Like, and then just start from their first album, or, start watching Run BTS. Watch fan-made introduction videos, but make sure that the content is good.
Yeah.
Ask which introduction videos are good to watch, because some of them are very, very well made, but some of them don't give you enough information.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to say too. You really need to, like, really watch out for some, because there's some people that have made intros, but it's not that great, or they only focus on, like, certain things and not, like, for the right things. So you really have to be careful on, like, introductory videos. And I mean, that goes with any other group too, but specifically because I know and I've heard there are some channels that are don't even try it. So I had to learn that the hard way. So just keep an eye out on that too, because some of them, just no.
Right. So, like, any channel that gives you, like, a background on the guys, and it's specific about what they used to do, how they got there, specific information. But if they start to look stalkerish,
Yeah.
no. Like, these introduction videos should not be telling you about their families.
Yeah.
Weird. Like, we don't need information about their parents, or the only person that we somewhat remotely even know about, and it's because she gives information herself, is Hobie's sister.
Mm-hmm.
She has social media. Everybody else is pretty much not should be non-existent to the world, because they don't share that. And that should be respected.
Yep.
But any information that is public knowledge, like Jimin, I believe it's Jimin's father. He has a cafe.
Yeah.
His brother has a restaurant. Anything that's public knowledge, you can know.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's like, oh well, so and so just had a baby and this is baby's name. No. You should not be knowing that.
Mm-mm.
You should not be knowing when someone's becoming an uncle unless they tell you
Yep.
someone's becoming an uncle. Like like some things you can know, like Namjoon used to be an underground rapper back in the day. And
yeah.
That nickname, this man and his names, you know how to pick them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you that, how to pick them. And then he just ends up like, you know what? Years later, just call me Namjoon. Don't even call me nothing else. I'm like, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But just videos that are respectful, and just start from the beginning. Like with me, I didn't start from the beginning because I found the latest music video at the time, or it found me. So I had to find my way to the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, the difference between No More Dreams and Dynamite is insane. I was like, they're Korean. they don't. What is this? I was so confused. For a while, I couldn't tell. Like I kept calling Jungkook Tae, and I was like, ooh, I don't need to be on social media if I can't tell this between none of them, because I was like, I ain't trying to get torn up. I will get cussed out.
Yeah.
I had to learn. I think I ended up in Run BTS territory like a year later. But I watched a lot of funny moments, which is also okay.
Yeah.
Watch funny moments. Watch, get into the more you watch their content, which like Run BTS and stuff like that, the more you'll understand the funny moments and the inside jokes. So I say watch it in order.
Yeah.
Now I understand the inside jokes, and I understand like the weirdness. But like watching it out of order is like, why are they laughing at that?
Right.
What does that mean?
Exactly. But also, like, to the newer army, don't be afraid to reach out. Please don't. Because I'm pretty sure there are army who are more than willing, actually, to really help you out.
Yeah, there are plenty that are willing to answer your questions.
Yes.
And point you in the right direction. Because it's better to be knowledgeable and have fun than to not have knowledge of it and struggle and find yourself in a trolling situation that you don't want to be in.
Right.
So I say just have fun with it. Whether you want to start from the beginning or not is totally up to you, but just have fun with it. Explore, find your favorites. I bet you one of your favorites is going to be Black Swan.
Masterpiece.
Beyond that, it's I've just never seen a song. I've never seen a video like that, nor a song like that. It just, ow.
Seeing that live was breathtaking. To say the most. More than just breathtaking, actually. Like, the first time I saw it, and especially with the choreo, too. Oh my gosh! I had no words. No words.
I was looking through it through a camera like 3 times, and I was still speechless because, like, the performance they put on is it, like, even 9 years later is
Mm-hmm.
insane. But yeah, like, just new armies have a great time,
Yes.
and we're all of us are here for you if you need it.
Exactly.
Always remember that.
Exactly. And as we come and wrap up the end of this special little episode, um, it's going to be song that you are typical, the song that's been in our minds rent free.
Pretty much, we start calling it that. Songs in our minds rent free.
Yeah, at this rate, yeah, I like that. That's it. Okay. um,
The new segment.
yes. I will actually go first because I actually have one in mind. Um,
Mm.
let me double check just to make sure, cause my mind has been all over the place. Rush
I
Hour.
definitely got mine.
Rush
Yes.
Hour. Crush featuring Hobie. Listen. That song, I play it every single morning to wake me up. And I'm not even joking with you on that. Um, I refuse to listen to the little tiny little trailers or like the teasers. I refuse to listen because I'm like, I want to go into this being shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that bridge had me ascending. That bridge had me ascending because the type of style of music that I really like listening to, and especially similar to like when like growing up, like that bridge had me pause and I had to walk around my room to process what I just heard. And I'm just like, yeah, they had to do what they needed to do on that. Which was that?
Exactly, because now, girl, that's my song too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no, because they ate that. That song is still, that song eating the charts. In
Absolutely.
like Japan and Korea. I was like, yes. No, because I did not expect that, but then I heard the,
Same.
and I had the teasers. I had to, and I heard the little hip hop R&B song. I was like, now wait a minute. Now wait a minute.
Nah, for real. And I even like with Crush, I already listened to some of his other songs beforehand too. So the collab, I was really surprised too. But then listening to it and then also watching like the video that he did with Hobie, driving around in the car and everything like that, I was like, yeah, Crush really got the right person for this track for sure.
Yeah, he did. Hobie not only ate up his verse,
Mm-hmm.
he ate up that choreography, which apparently he learned in like what 30 minutes or less.
Bitch.
I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, now Hobie, you just continuing to eat.
No, for
I
real.
don't know what you want me to say. You drop a critically acclaimed album which had Jaws on the floor.
Yeah.
Said Jaws, not draws, but that too. Just to clarify. I don't know what you want to say. Like the whole Buddha thing. Listen, if they could, we probably would have saw some bras and stuff being thrown. But I think people were a little too respectful at that time.
Right.
But fans had Jaws on the floor, and now you come out with this.
Sheesh. God damn.
It was the soulfulness of the background vocals he always be putting in his songs, and
Mm-hmm.
this song was in his spirit. Now, I fully believe that.
Yeah. I was also going to mention, too, when Crush did that. Ow! Ow! I said, hello, James Brown? Sir?
I'm saying, like, he was kind of hitting that, and on top of that, that la
La,
la
la,
la. I was
la.
like,
Yeah!
okay, wait a minute, because he was eating the vocals up. I was like, now, Crush, I'm broke, sir. You're gonna need to slow down.
No, for real. For real.
I can't afford it. I can't afford too many of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
And I feel like
okay.
I also felt like, especially when the timing of the song came out, I felt like it was a perfect way to end summer. I don't know if that was just me, but I felt like that was a perfect way to end summer. I said, this is the perfect way to end summer. And like, I don't know, y'all stream Rush Hour.
Yes, please.
Please.
That continue to hit that song up because, whew, she hit.
For real. Hidden too damn hard. Holy shit. Yeah, that's my song that's been in my mind rent fucking free. um I love that song. So much.
Seriously.
And I know that was your song, right? As well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was mine.
Okay. I'm glad we both could discuss.
Like as soon as you said it, I was like, yes, that's mine too.
Yeah. But continue to stream all of their stuff. Rush Hour, Sexy Numbkin, Jack in the Box, that Bad Decisions, Left and Right. Continue to stream it. Thank you very much.
Yes, and also sprinkle in a bit of the us as well with you.
Yes.
Christmas tree.
Absolutely.
And also yours, which just won an individual award.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Congratulations, Jen.
Rightfully so.
8.
Yeah.
But guys, we have come to the end of the show.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening and being with us for the year.
Yes.
We can't wait to share so much more with you guys. Thank you to all the guests that we have had.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia, Amy, Shar, and Danny.
We love you guys.
Thank you guys so much for being our first 4 guests. And we can't wait to have many more.
Yes. Very, very excited. So continue to stick with us and everything like that. Follow our social media. All of that will be in the description below. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. That's where we also give our updates, everything along that sort. And stay tuned because you guys already know exactly who our next guest is. So, stay tuned for the episode. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. And also keep on taps because we will be announcing some stuff hopefully soon. So keep on the lookout.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.